Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. My guest today is Daniel Van Buskirk from the Sorrell College of Business. Thank you for joining me here today.
Thank you very much for having me.
And a lot of activities going on next week in the Sorrell College of Business. A lot to cover, so let's get right into it. What you got going on?
Actually, you know, next week is our Geek Week, so we have a bunch of activities going on. We're going to really start everything on Tuesday, which is going to be April 2nd. We're going to kick everything off with our first inaugural edition of the Sorrell College of Business Career Fair. We're going to have over 29 companies that's going to be there. Of those, 5 companies will be doing direct presentations to our students, give our students a great opportunity to really trying to network, build their network, and hopefully land internships and ultimately jobs.
And having this one, a career fair, because obviously there's an all majors career fair, but having one that's specific to the business majors, I think that provides a little bit more opportunity, better opportunities probably for the students there.
It does. So. You know, what's really interesting for this, like, I'll give you a great example. We've got a Dallas Police Department, not Dallas County, but Dallas Police Department from Texas, is actually coming in, and they're looking not only for HR folks, but also for forensic accounting. So, you know, when you start looking at specifics, it really gives us a chance that we can really hone in and focus on these business skills and also these business degrees and really help these students out.
And open their eyes to some potentially different jobs. Who would have thought that that would have been something that a business major could go into law enforcement like that?
And you know, it's interesting because when I was talking to the accounting department, I said, hey, here's what we have. Don't forget this. You could see some of the students light up and go, oh my gosh, we've only talked about this. And how cool is this going to be that I can now take these skills and put them into play?
And that's only the first. Yeah, there's a couple of days worth of stuff there going on.
Correct. Then we move over to Wednesday, day 3, day 3 of Geek Week. So Wednesday, we're going to kick everything off, and we're going to have our research showcase. We'll have over 61 students, 21 graduate, and 40 undergraduate will be competing on research papers. Research papers that a lot of these started even last semester, going into fall semester, preparing these things, doing the research analysis. So we'll have situations where, hey, let's take an HR situation and how can we implement this into business to, hey, I want to create a business in Troy. How do I do so? Or even to the point of, how do I create a fast food restaurant in a foreign country? How neat is that and how is applicable is this? So we'll have this competition going on. It's going to be also in the Sorrell College of Business atrium. That will be going on from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. So we'll have a host of events going on, and then they will also create poster boards and then also do presentations to faculty judges that will be walking around and say, tell me about your project, tell me about your research show.
And so it's a competition, but it's an opportunity for folks who just kind of want to come through and check things out and get a taste of what's going on research-wise in the Sorrell College of Business.
You know, it's not only, but also if you're thinking about, you know, an entrepreneur position, hey, I want to create a business. These students have actually gone through and have conducted the research and conducted the analysis and say, here's what would make, here's what it's going to take. And, you know, there were some neat projects last year when I had a chance to go and look at these things. So there's a lot of time and effort put into this, and here's what we can show. So that's our Wednesday.
And that's not the only competition.
No,
no. The next competition is the one, to me, that sounds the most interesting because it has a little bit of role-playing element involved in it. So.
Now we move over to Thursday. So here we go, April 4th. April 4th, we're going to have our International Trade Show. We will have 16 countries that are represented. This is going to be Dr. Relier's class. He basically has divided this class up into different teams. These teams were having to go and do their own research. They were assigned a country. Now they have to go and research, not only talking to the embassies, the consulates. Tell me about your country. Learning about the country, and at this point, what businesses are that can survive, what businesses can you create. And at that point, he is now going to the stage of they create a information session about their country, and there are some elaborate booths that are created. Also, outside sponsors will come in. Home Depot and Lowe's and things like that will come in. They will sponsor these booths, and they have created some great booths saying, hey, welcome to our country. I think one of the countries I saw was Cyprus. So you will go there, and you'll have students that will dress in costume. They will say, welcome to Cyprus. Here's some food. Here's some businesses. Now, different a little bit in that we do not have faculty judges. We actually have international business individuals that will come in, and also the Alabama Research Institute will come in, and they will also do judging as well. So you will have...
It's going to be outside judging all night.
Outside judging. So you will have this situation going on. So it's a great, great opportunity to see what's able in these other 16 countries. So
and that's, to me, sounds the most interesting, because these students are having to do this research, and you know, Troy is known for its international education,
right.
But the opportunity for these students to explore what's going on there and then be able to showcase that, and of course, in a trade show, and a lot of these students that are going into business, this will be something that they will have to eventually be a part of, I would think.
Correct.
So this is good practice for them.
It is. And you know what's really neat, Aaron, is when you have this, since we are an international institute, is you will have some of these students go, oh my gosh, I've been to this country. And they will bring in their own pictures and everything. So it's really neat. But I have to tell you, you've got to come. Some of the food there is unbelievable. And they will say, here's what we make in Cyprus. Here's what we make in our country.
And when's that going to be?
That's going to be Thursday of next week. So that's going to be.
And the time?
Again, also 10 to 1, Bib Gray's Atrium.
All right. Well, sounds like an exciting week for the Sorrel College business. Thank you for joining us and tell us all about it.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.